All right, Shalom, Shalom. This is your brother Issachar coming back at you with another lesson. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakak Wadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect and the 144,000 scattered across the four corners of the earth. Shalom to you. Alright, in today's lesson, we're going to go into Esau's time is running out. Alright, with all these events and impending dangers coming down the pike, all these events that that the world's about to experience and about to go into, at the end of all that, we're at the end of the Edomite rulership, because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has an appointed date and time when these Edomites are gonna, drop out of power, when the Lord's gonna take their kingdom from them. So what you have to understand is that no matter what somebody's opinion, it doesn't matter if if people like the Edomites, if people dislike the Edomites. When the Lord says that's it, that's it. So when Esau's time is up, the Lord's gonna cut him off that very second. There's nothing that anyone can do on this world to help Esau gain even a tenth of a second. Alright, because that's how much Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai controls all things. Second Esdras chapter 2 verse 6. Second Esdras chapter 6 verse 7 through the 14th verse. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall the end of the first and the beginning of it that follow it? Right. Alright, because Esdras wanted to know. Right here, Esdras is asking a question. Okay, he's speaking to an angel. Again from the top, 2nd Esdras chapter 6 verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end? Okay, the end of Esau's rulership, the Edomites, starting with the Rothschilds, Rockefellers on down, and the beginning of it that follow it. See that? So the beginning of it that follow it. So that is an evident token that who's gonna rule next. The beginning of it that followeth, the Israelites. See that? To show you that when a lot of people, and I've heard that a lot. A lot of people will say, oh, it's the end of the world, and it's not that the planet Earth's gonna explode. We're just at the end of the so-called white man's rulership. See that? And the beginning of it that follow it. So, because these elites, their agenda is to exterminate every Israelite on the planet Earth. Yeah, right now they're using the, including you 2/3 that sold out. So let's say like you have sellouts that, are down with Esau, that care for Esau. Esau at the end of the day is going to turn on them and is going to take them out too. Because one thing that Esau wants, these top elite, rulers, they want their birthright back. And how do they plan on, getting their birthright back? By exterminating all the Israelites on the planet Earth. And those are facts. So right there, and the beginning of it that follow it. So right there, let's say if because Esau ain't having it, he's mad. These top elites are like, well, if I can't rule, nobody can. So that's why Esau is gonna try to like upset prophecy. He's gonna try to exterminate all the Israelites because Esau, the Edomites, they're hating right now because the Israelites got the birthright. We got the birthright and the blessing. So Esau, right now, he's like, well, if I can't have it, nobody can. This is what these top rulers are saying. They're like, well, if I can't make it out of here, no one's making it out of here. Which is ridiculous, by the way. This to show you that right there, and the beginning of it that followeth, because Esau is not going to stop nothing. He may get mad. He may have plans, but it doesn't matter, because the Lord's in control. 2nd Esdras chapter 6 verse 8 down to the 14th verse. And he said unto me, from Abraham and Isaac and Jacob, which are our forefathers, and Esau were born. Of him, Jacob's hand held first the hill of Esau. So it's a symbolic, all right, because Esau came out first, but then Jacob's hand held the hill of Esau, which is a representation that the Israelites, Yahushai, and by the 144, the elect of the Israelites, are going to take down the so-called white man. So that's symbolic, all right, because, Yahushai, the angels and the Israelites, starting with the 144, okay, the governed bodies are going to be the ones that are going to take down the Edomites. 2nd Esdras chapter 6 verse 9. For Jacob is the end of the world. For Esau is the end of the world. Okay, the so-called white man, to show you that we are at the end. Okay, that we are at the end. Right there. Alright, so for Esau is the end of the world. Who's Esau? The Edomites, the so-called white man. And Jacob is the beginning of it that falleth. Right, so Jacob represents who? Us, the Hebrew Israelites. See that? Because we go back to the 12 sons of Jacob. That shows you right there that, we got next. And it doesn't matter if, well, Esau, Esau disagrees, He's saying that that's not right. That's not fair. Who gives a shit what he believes? Who gives a shit if he gets mad? He ain't changing anything. Because these Edomites, they're just men. They're not gods. So they don't even have a say-so, They're about to go into slavery. And then they're about to be exterminated. See? 2nd Esdras chapter 6 verse 10. The hand of man is betwixt the hill and the hand. Other question, Esdras, asked thou not. I answered then and said, O Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai that bearest rule, if I found favor in thy sight, I beseech thee, show thy servant the end of thy tokens. Right. Because he wanted to know, what was going to happen. When is the end of the, the wicked rulership? See that? Whereof thou showest me part in the last night. Because, Esdras received a lot of visions. He's seen a lot. He saw when Yahushai came back in the middle of World War III, all right, and destroyed all these militaries out here. I mean, he saw a lot. All right, so, a token is like, yes, because it's like a for sure thing, So Esdras, because he wanted to know, he was thinking about it a lot. He even started to, bug out. The Lord had to have an angel put Esdras in check, because Esdras was like, he was thinking about too much, he was just wondering, like, damn, why is Israel suffering so much, So, which is understandable. I mean, he just wanted to know, he had questions. So he wanted to know, like, what was the deal, so to speak. 2nd Esdras chapter 6 verse 12, verse 13. So he answered and said unto me, stand upon thy feet. and hear a mighty sounding voice. Okay, yeah. So the right there, because before the Lord addresses you, you got to be a man first. Because in order to serve the Lord, you got to be a man. So the angel goes, yeah, I'm about to break it down to you, but you gotta be a man first. Stand upon thy feet. Man up. Verse 14, and it shall be as it were a great motion, but the place where thou standest shall not be moved. All right, because because the planet Earth, okay, the planet Earth. A lot of people say, oh yeah, it's the end of the world and the world's gonna end. Okay, that's going into an era. Okay, we're coming into the end of Esau's rulership. So it's a beautiful thing, because the Israelites got next, and that a lot of people say, well, it's the end of the world, like the world's just gonna end. No, it's the end of the Edomites' rulership, but the planet Earth is gonna remain forever. All right, the planet Earth is gonna remain forever. So that's why right there it says that place where you standeth shall not be moved. Because we're entering the end of a kingdom, the Edomites' kingdom, but the world is going to remain forever. So whatever these scientists tell you, these rumors out here have it, the planet Earth is going to remain forever. Why? Because the Lord said so. It's that simple. The Lord controls all things. Yeah. Job chapter 14 verse 5. Okay, right here. Job chapter 14 verse 5. Seeing his days are determined. So seeing his days are determined, talking about what? These Edomites, they see it, they're mad, they're like, damn, they're gonna try to upset prophecy, but they see it because they see the Israelites waking up. They see the chariots of Israel, so they see it. They know that their days are determined. When these elites open up that CERN over there in I believe it's Switzerland. Okay, they got a message, that was called tekel. So because their ways are found in the balance. So what does that mean, tekel? All right, it means that's it. He's through. All right, he's through. So that's tekel, because his ways have been found in the balance. All right. The number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. Right. Because right there, thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. So what's that talking about? Okay. That's talking about that no matter what Esau does, okay, the Lord bound, the Lord has a set time for him. So when Esau's time is up, it is up. It doesn't matter if people have a disagreement. It doesn't matter if it doesn't matter if people like it, if people don't like it. You see, so the Lord set bounds that he cannot pass. So he can't upset prophecy. It doesn't matter how upset he gets. He can't. So the Lord already ordained it, established it. See? Job chapter 20 verse 5 down to the 9th verse. That the triumphing of the wicked is short. So it's only for a small moment. Because remember, the Lord gave these Edomites temporary rulership over his planet. Remember, so it's like the Edomites, like they're running this place. This is why they don't know everything about the planet Earth, because it's not their planet. See, and they didn't create it, and they didn't create themselves. They were created to be the wicked for a short time, to show the world what wickedness is. That way they can, the world can be educated, and you Israelites out there can be perfect judges, because the Israelites right now are experiencing wickedness. So you're going to know both sides. All right, and a perfect judge understands both sides. So that makes a good judge because you know both sides. You see, the joy of a hypocrite, but for a moment. See that, but for a moment. So his time's almost up. We're coming to the end of this thing. You see, Job chapter 20 verse 6. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens. So right now, Esau has a big head. He thinks he's God, and he has his satellites up there, his space stations. This is why Esau, he thinks that he's gonna rule forever, because now he thinks he's God. Now he's trying to fight the Lord, Yahweh Shai, and the angels by putting lasers up there in space, which is a complete joke. You see, and head reach unto the clouds, right? See, because right now, power got to his head, so his pride has deceived him. Oh yeah. Job chapter 20 verse 7. Yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. So that dung right there, talking about like when you use the restroom, okay, and you flush it, it's just gone. You're not gonna see it no more. That's how Esau is gonna be. He's gonna be gone, just like that. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? Because the people in the world, they're gonna say, hey, where are these Edomites at? Where's Esau at? Where's the so-called white man at? Because the Lord is gonna exterminate him. Remember that. So no one, after Yahweh Shai gets here and establishes his kingdom, the Lord is gonna put these Edomites and heathens in 1,000 years of slavery. And then after that, the heathens are gonna get back their land. They're gonna be able to enjoy their families. Set up their kings. That way they'll be able to enjoy the earth, their families and stuff like that. But the Edomites are gonna be cut off. They're gonna be exterminated. Every last one of them. You see, Job 20 verse 8. Because remember, the Lord hates Esau. Remember, the Edomites, they hate the Lord, but that goes both ways. That's mutual. The Lord hates you too. The Lord hates them too, Verse 8, he shall fly away as a dream. Yeah, because he's gone. He's out of there. Through. He's finished. And shall not be found. Because the Lord's going to get rid of him. Like for real. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. Yeah, because the Lord, Yahweh Shai, and the angels are going to remove this man out of the power seat. Not only that, after they serve 1,000 years of hardcore slavery, the Lord's going to literally remove them, their whole race, the whole nation of the Edomites are going to be exterminated. The Lord is going to throw them like in a big old hole, like the Grand Canyon, like a big old pit, and it's gonna burn them up like a bonfire. All of them, the men, women, and children. There won't be one Edomite on the planet Earth anymore after they serve 1,000 years of slavery. See, Job chapter 20 verse 9. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place anymore behold him. Because people are not gonna, you're not gonna see Esau no more, because his place is not, he's not gonna have his that title, he's not gonna have his rulership no more. So the Lord is getting ready to take down these Edomites out of power. Obadiah chapter 1 verse 2 through 10. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. Yeah, because now everyone's starting to wake up to who these Edomites really are. That they're pedophiles, they worship Satan and bafflement, that they've been deceiving and lying to the people this whole time. See that? So a lot of people, even that's why like China's trying to come up against the US. All right, these heathens, they do not like. They're even starting to come up against Esau. Verse 3, the pride of thy heart has deceived thee. Yeah, because the so-called white man walks around like, he walks around like we're gonna rule forever. You know, that they even think that they're gods. This is how retarded the Edomites are. Though thou dwellest in the cliffs of the rock, because before they were pushed into the Caucasus Mountains in the Dark Ages, which was from 400 AD to about roughly 1300 AD. All right, they before we pushed to the Caucasus Mountains. Remember, which is located in Georgia, Russia. That's not where the Edomites are originally from. The Edomites are originally from where? Mount Petra, Mount Seir. All right, which is just south of Jerusalem. All right, whose habitation is high. So their habitation is high, yeah, because right now these Edomites, they have something called what? Skyscrapers. Your downtown areas. Downtown New York, downtown Seattle. Whatever it may be. These downtown areas, Chicago, maybe Dallas. Places like that. You have big old skyscrapers because they have a God complex. All right, under no other nation did they have these big old skyscrapers like that. So that is just showing you that the Edomites are still here in rulership. That said in his heart. Okay, here we go. Right there, perfect. That said in his heart, in his mind, who shall bring me down to the ground? See? Because that's what they're saying right now. They're hearing the prophets, they're hearing the prophecy, but they're like, nah, who cares? They're like, nah, we're gonna rule forever. They're saying, the so-called white man saying, I don't care what that Bible says, we're gonna rule forever, and that's that. So this is how retarded this man is. So this is why we're gonna watch Yahushua and the angels beat him down, get beat down. Oh yeah. Verse 4. Check this out. Though thou, the so-called white man, the Edomites, exalt thyself as the eagle. Wait a minute. The eagle, okay? Who takes the eagle and says, oh yeah, that's a symbol for us? So-called white man, Esau. Okay, the Edomites, to show you that's them. Okay, because even Russia, they have the eagle too, because they're both Edomites. They may not like one another. They may be of two different countries, but they're Edomites. See, at the end of the day. And though thou set thy nest among the stars, because now he has his space stations, the ISS, you know what I'm saying? So that's talking about, because now they have their space stations up there, their satellites. All right, so they, although they set thy nest among thy stars, so, because now, they're up there, so now they think that they're untouchable, you see? Because they got their Space Force, their Space Rangers, you know what I'm saying? So now they're like, they got these teams out here, so now they think that, they're untouchable. You see? Thence will I bring thee down, said the Lord. So yeah, the Lord says, well, since you're up there, I'm going to have the angels take you down. Quick word, it's going to be quick word. Obadiah 1 and 5. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they have not stolen till they had enough? Right, because the so-called white man, he's never satisfied. What does he say? Oh, I want it and I want it all. He always says, I want it all. Because he's very selfish. All right, he's never satisfied. If grape gatherers came to thee, would they not have left some grapes? Yeah, because the so-called white man, he's all about himself. He don't even care about his own people, but he's all about himself. So he's very selfish. So his belly's never full. because he's never satisfied. He just wants more and more. See? Obadiah chapter 1 verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? That's what an exclamation mark. Because how is Esau being confounded? How is the world learning about who these Edomites are? By the internet, but by the word of the Lord, which is being taught by the prophets. See? So now Esau's being searched out, like, oh damn, the world's finding out, like, yeah, they are liars, they are up to they are trying to bring a new world order, and cut off 80% of the earth. Remember, there's about like 8 billion people here on the earth, roughly, you know what I'm saying? And they want to drop down that number to 500 million. To 500 million. You see? So, they want to get rid of a lot of people by starvation, pestilence, whatever. Oh, guillotine, How are his hidden things sought up? Yeah, because he has hidden things. Secret societies, they have the shadow government. See, because it's hidden. He rules, but in secrecy. There's elites ruling this planet Earth, but behind the scenes, because they hide. But the prophets are searching them out. See? Verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none, check it out, there is none understanding him. Why? Because he's a retard. See that? There is none understanding him. Because this guy just wants to have, a new world order out here with robots. You know what I'm saying? Just AI. Elon Musk told you out of his own mouth that eventually all the AI is gonna take over human jobs. See, because they don't want a lot of people here on the earth. Verse 8, but that's not up to him. You see? Verse 8, shall I not in that day, said the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, even destroy the wise men out of Edom? Alright, because the Lord's gonna destroy them. And understanding out of the mount of Esau. Alright, the Edomites' forefather, the so-called white man, your guys' forefather is Esau. And thy mighty men, O Teman. Teman is the Germans. The Germans are the smartest out of, the so-called white men. Shall be dismayed to the end of every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. See? To the end of that, every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. By slaughter, because the Lord is going to bring down these Edomites, but then after they serve 1,000-year slavery, they're all going to be slaughtered. They're all going to be exterminated. Verse 10. So you might say, well, why? Why is the Lord doing this? Why is the Lord going to do that to the Edomites? Because of their tab, their receipt. They showed no mercy to anybody on the planet. They're throwing trash in outer space. The animals becoming extinct. They're throwing oil and all kinds of trash, plastic in the ocean. They're just completely destroying this planet. People, animals, trees. You have something called deforestation. You know what I'm saying? Verse 10 tells us why. Obadiah 1 and 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. See? Because they're going to be exterminated. See that? For thy violence. Because they brought nothing but bloodshed across the four corners of the earth. Let's go down to the 15th verse. For the day, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, for the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Right, because that tab, everything that they did, they have to pay for it. See, so this is how retarded these Edomites are. Hey, remember that one Edomite? He was like, oh yeah, Noah Harari. He's like, oh yeah, we can make God as upset as we want. You know, that dude's a complete jackass. So now, you know, the Lords, you know, they're just building up their tab. Okay, they're building up their tab, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So now his tab is so big that the Lord is just gonna exterminate him. You know, and these devils walk around like, yeah, we're gonna rule forever, and they're retards. You know, you have to pay for your tab. You see, let's get that again. Obadiah 1:15. For the day of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim El Shai, is near upon all the heathen. Right, because not just Esau, we get on Esau a lot. All you heathen are going to get your ass kicked and you are going to go into slavery. All the heathen. See? As thou hast done, so what they did to us, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward, check it out. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. So they gotta pay for it, you know? They gotta pay? Oh, absolutely. Okay, absolutely. They gotta pay. See? So they're not just gonna ride off in the sunset, you know, and you know, just get away with everything that they're doing. Not at all. Let's go down to the 18th verse, and we'll end it right there. Obadiah chapter 1 verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. Yeah, because they're gonna be out of there through. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. Why? For the Lord has spoken it. There you have it. Okay, because who spoke of it? The Lord. So the Lord already ordained it. Okay, the Lord spoke it. The Lord spoke, and that's it. All right, because the Lord's word, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, never goes out without void. So whatever the Lord says, it always gets accomplished. Always, always. This is what you gotta understand. The Lord's word always accomplish it. You know, whatever the Lord says, His will be fulfilled. Why? Because the Bible reigns supreme. Because He's our creator. He controls all things. That's Yahweh's name. He is. He exists. So with that, that's it on today's lesson on these Edomites are running out of time. So with that, stay strong. Stay prayed up. On your feet, soldier. Shalom.